Man, though. It's such a shame that Jean has a cloak. Because, like, I mean, it's such a shame that she wears a cloak. Oh, I'm gonna be Twitter canceled for objectifying women now. I feel like my career on Twitch will pretty much end as soon as it begins because I will say something stupid and get fucking Twitter canceled. And I don't have the charisma or I don't have the charisma to come back from it. God damn. Because some people, they say some shit. But they got the charisma, so people are like, ah, fuck it. You know? And then, like, only the fanatics that you're never gonna get back anyways and never really cared for you to begin with. Only the fanatics are like, oh, well, you know, he said this one day 10 years ago, and for that I will never forgive him. I mean, like, you see that on anybody. I mean, like, for Christ's sake, I was on Twitter yesterday, and fucking Twitch made this announcement about how they were gonna be calling people women from now on. I have no idea what the context was, and frankly, I don't really care. They were talking about how they were gonna address people as women. And DarkSydePhil responds, he's like, good. You shouldn't be worried about shit like that. You should be worrying about being a streaming platform first and foremost. And dealing with that and not this other stuff. And some dude responds to his tweet is all like, this man masturbated in front of children. And he spent $40,000 on the WWE Champions mobile game. And it's like, dude, come the fuck on. Yeah. DarkSydePhil's done some shit. And I don't think he jerked off on camera on purpose, mind you. I'm pretty sure that was an accident. And that shit could happen to anybody. He didn't jack off in front of children. Okay, well, maybe he did, but he didn't jack off in front of children intentionally, is my point. He didn't set out that day and say, hey, I'm gonna pleasure myself in front of my entire stream and embarrass myself in front of the whole world. It just happened. I mean, like, one night, I raided somebody one night on my stream. And I thought the stream was off. And I took off my shirt. And I got a sub that I had left over, waiting for after stream to eat it. Turned on the Scoob movie, because I wanted to watch it. And I sat there, I ate my dinner. And I didn't realize until 30 minutes into the movie, 30 minutes of me sloppily eating a fucking sub and getting like juices all over my chest and shit, that the camera was on and I was still streaming. Thankfully nobody saw it, because when you raid, it basically hosts the person, but for some reason when I clicked raid, it didn't end stream. Because usually I'll click end stream just because I was paranoid and I thought it would still run. But that time I forgot. And I didn't know. I didn't even realize until I saw that my webcam light was on. And I was like, oh shit. That VOD got deleted. But, you know, that shit could happen to anybody. You know? Have some fucking basic empathy. Don't shove it in his face every fucking time. I mean, I know he's done some shit. He's kind of an asshole. I'm not excusing his behavior. What I'm trying to say is that this person was attacking Phil's character instead of the argument. And I think that's wrong no matter who you are. And even then, who the fuck are you to be going around judging this dude? Yeah, sure, he's an easy target. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He's still a human being. Whatever he's done in the past, whatever he's still doing, he's still a human being. and what he's been accused of and what he's done isn't exactly evil. Is a thing for you guys. DarkSydePhil is not evil, not straight up evil. Like his actions are sometimes immoral, sure, and people let him get away with stuff, sure, but he's not evil. He doesn't deserve like the treatment that everybody gives him. And I think like it makes him so high-strung that he can't tell anybody. He can't tell anymore when people are trying to help him out, and when people are trying to just troll him. Like I went to DarkSydePhil's stream for the first time, like a couple weeks ago. He was playing like that Immortals Phoenix Rising game with a shit character design that is also basically a ripoff of Breath of the Wild, except it's Ubisoft and has terrible character design. It's kind of meh. Or it looks kind of meh. And he mentioned that he needed $400. He needed $400 for his internet bill. And people started giving him shit for it. Myself included. I was like, dude, what are you thinking? Why are you paying $400 a month in internet? And people in chat were saying, oh, he's got 2 lines. He's got a line for business, and he's got a line for the house. And I'm just like, that's dumb. You don't need that. There's no situation in which you need that. Even if he's doing an exclusive business line so he can write it off on his taxes, if you're paying for a whole other line in the house, that kind of negates the write-off, doesn't it? I mean, $400 a month in internet expenses, as opposed to just paying. I pay less than $100 for mine. Less than $100 for my internet, and it's 100 up, 100 down, fiber optic. That's more than I'll ever need for streaming. I mean, like, could I do it a little bit more? Yeah, shit, I'll take more, but it's more than I'll ever need, and frankly, 100 megs is what most network cards, especially those in consoles, could handle. Anyways, you're not gonna see an increase in speed above that, except for to your house. The delivery from the router to your PC, yeah, if you have a new PC, you might see a benefit, as long as you're also using a Cat 6, a Cat 7 network cable, and not an old Cat 5 or Cat 6 that could only do 100 megs down or up. Sure, you'll see the benefit. But if you're wireless, or if you're on a PS4 with like a regular 100 megabit down, 100 megabit network card, you're not going to see any benefit from anything over 100 megabits per second. None. Because the hardware just can't do it. But anyways, Phil saw we were talking about that, and he started complaining. He was like, look, my internet bills are none of my business. Y'all don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It is what it is for a reason. And either shut up about it or get banned. And at that point, I was just like, yeah, fuck it. You know, I don't want to deal with this. Kind of a dick thing to say, dude. And I left. But you know what? I mean, I think about it, and I mean, like, people made him this way because he can't trust anybody. He cannot trust anybody nowadays. And yes, I'm not saying that what happens isn't his personal responsibility. I mean, like, he has to take responsibility for who he is. Has to take responsibility for the things he does. But at the same time, the people that take him to task aren't blameless for it. You know, I even read about like one of the groups that hates DarkSydePhil, Sons of Kojima. When they found out about him playing the WWE Champions and spending like the 40 grand on it, they went around and they started harassing him in game. Because, you know, Phil kept denying that it was him. Okay, fine. That's fine. Whatever. Like, it got to the point where Phil got kicked out of the guild that he made himself. Okay, fine. Whatever. But then Phil got a different name, or changed his name, and joined a different guild. And these people, they started going around to the guild that Phil joined. And they started threatening the guild leaders or whatever, saying that if they didn't kick Phil out of the guild, they were going to dox the people in the guild. And that's where you draw the line. That's not okay. They're bringing innocence into it. Like, hello, you know? At that point, you're kind of getting to be as bad, if not worse, than the guy you're trying to fight. You know? Which is pretty fucked up. People shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be dragging innocence into the fight. Just because you hate one guy because he doesn't, he has, like, I don't know, what bad business practices? Like, he promises shit and doesn't deliver? Or you don't like his content? Like, he was an asshole to you once? Okay. I mean, that's fine. Just don't let your personal grudge spill out to where it harms other people. I'm like, come on. Oh, that's kind of a rant and a half. And we made it to Liu. This is it, Liu. Jesus Christ. I just fucking ranted like for 20 minutes about DarkSydePhil.